Alright, trying to go live here. Let me see. Okay, we're good. Let me just share this out. Well, happy Valentine's Day, all. And to those who celebrated it yesterday on the other side of the world, happy Valentine's Day belated. But yeah, we're gonna get into the first Descendant right now and then follow it up with some Call of Duty since I'm finished my Division stuff. So yeah, let's get into it. Right now, you would laugh if you saw, I'm kind of doing like self-care right now, so I got my feet in a foot bath and I'm just chilling here, just, you know, relaxing. Is like this winter, like my feet have been bugging me a bit, like you know how like it sounds nasty, but you get calluses and stuff, so I've been working on the calluses, trying to break them down and just taking care of my feet and soaking them.
Descendant. The enemy
So
has
pink,
modified the ancestors'
orange,
weapon
okay.
with Vulgus technology
Yep,
and are
got
using
it.
it to emit inversion energy. It appears they are defending the gate with it. The weapon contains ancient arcane. The structure on the ground draws and releases this. Descendant, I will show you the properties of the arcane stored within the weapon. You can disconnect the energy link using your own arcane.
You can't escape.
Alright, so orange, blue. Yep, got it.
Take this.
Descendant, the enemy commander is using the inversion energy as a personal barrier. We must find a device with the same arcade properties. You need to attack that device from above to penetrate the inversion energy.
I wonder if there's any other boxes around in here. Like what I just broke, because that has resources in it. I think there's only the one? But it doesn't hurt to look while we wait. Yeah. Yeah, just the one. Baby Andrea. Oh, maybe we got another female. That's cool. Hardly see any females in the games I play.
Descendant, the enemy has
Pink?
modified the ancestor's weapon with
Blue,
Vulgus
I think I
technology
saw.
and are using it to emit inversion energy. It appears they are
Did I
defending
get the
the
wrong
gate
color?
with it. The weapon
Oh,
contains
I got the wrong
ancient
color. I'm
arcane.
sorry, my bad,
The
folks.
structure on the ground draws and releases this. Descendant, I will show you the properties of the arcane stored within the weapon. You can disconnect the energy link using your own arcane.
Oh, close. Close!
Descendant, the enemy commander is using the inversion energy as a personal barrier. We must find a device with the same arcade properties. You need to attack that device from above to penetrate the inversion energy.
The water's already gone cold. Sucks. But anyway. I'll go on to the next ones in a minute. I'm just gonna claim some stuff over here.
Now what do you want? Go on, I'm waiting.
Officer, give this Descendant the goods.
Oh, okay, yeah, so it didn't matter if I bought anything else. Alright, so that's good. That's a pressure off of me as well. I've got everything from the vendor. Alright, what's up next? We got the shelter. I'm gonna try my new character there and see how she fares. I don't know if she'll do good, but we can try. Can't remember, the boss might be an ice boss. Which means, like, it damages with ice, which my character's ice, so I don't know, that might not be a good combo.
Descendant, this is a phase separation rate, which uses inversion energy. It has a large output, which requires processing of tens of billions of units of data per second. According to the scan results, the structure that appears to be a computing device is full of bulbous artificial brains. This is how they are processing all that data. Continue to insert bulbous artificial brains into the computing device, Descendant. If you overload the device, the veil will be neutralized. Is using the phase separation veil as a shield. If you overload the computing device, you can create an opening to attack the commander directly.
Just need like a couple more pieces. Nice. Yeah, she doesn't really do much here, huh? I need to change to toxic. The toxic character does. She's kind of better, in my opinion, for like huge mob situations. So like Sigma Sector, um, maybe Axion in a group setting for Axion. That new Breach mission, she's amazing in. But yeah, little missions like this, not so much. So we will switch to Freyna. So I don't want to be too much of a carry for my team. I do want to be a proper participant. So, oh, fuck. Sorry, I'm shifting my feet around in the water here. So if you hear like water, like sliding sounds or something, that's why. My one foot looks incredibly fucking red though. What the heck? The other one's fine, but my left foot's super red.
Descendant. This is a phased separation layer, which uses emerging energy. It has a large output, which requires processing of tens of billions of units of data per second. According to the scan results, the structure that appears to be a computing device is built on this artificial brains. This is how they are processing all that data. Continue to insert all this artificial brains into the computing device, Descendant. If you overload the device, the veil will be neutralized.
It's hard for her to run fast. There is like a module or something that does give her the ability to do that, but
Separation veil as a shield. If you overload the computing device, you can create an opening to attack the commander directly.
here I'm trying to matchmake again. I've already done it twice, so that's nice. Yeah, sometimes when I stand at that one side, like, you know, the entrance part of that final mission area, like, and I'm like pre-setting like poison on the floor, people are looking at me like I'm just not participating, I'm not helping out. But if you watch and roll it back, I pre-poison the upper area so that when the enemies spawn up there, they get, you know, downed, almost insta death. So my teammates can go run up there and pick up pieces while I am in the one area, you know, poisoning that area, and then I'll pick up those pieces, take them to the machine thing, and then I'll run about the room and get the rest that I can get. You know what I mean? So I try to make it efficient that way, but some people think I'm just going AFK standing at the doorway, but that's just how I play. But it would show in damage numbers. Like if they reported me like and said, oh, you're being AFK, well, they would look and see and go, no, she wasn't. She was throwing out her skills. She was doing damage, you know. As long as you're doing damage on a consistent basis and, you know, doing your part, like here and there, they can't, their report would go like null and void. But if they see that you're not doing any damage numbers, that's where these fools can't figure it out that do go AFK, you know? Because those are the ones that, if a report does go in and they do it repetitively, not just with one mission, but with, you know, if they make a habit of it and they get reported more than once, I think that's when the devs seriously look at the scenario and, or whoever, Nexon, and take action, you know? But I just wish that, yeah, we could all get along and all play properly, like, without the drama. It seems like, yeah, different games have a lot of drama. I mean, naturally people are dramatic. And I'm just like, I'm too old for this shit. I don't want it anymore. I don't want to deal with it anymore. I just want peace. Anybody else getting to that point in their life? Like, they just want to avoid drama where they can and just be happy and find happiness, you know? Yeah, that's kind of how I am now. I don't have time. Wasn't there like an old, like, Mary J. Blige song, like, no more drama in my life or something? Yeah, probably I align with that. But anywho, I think I'm going to solo Sigma sector. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. I'll try one at least, and then if I do relatively good solo, then I'll solo the other, and then we'll finish off with some other stuff grouped up. But yeah, does anybody have anything special you're doing for Valentine's Day? You can either let me know in chat if you're lurking, if you want, or you can leave a comment and say, hey, I'm doing this or that, or no, I'm not doing anything. Me personally, I'm not doing anything. I'm just doing a self-care thing. You know, soaking my feet and kind of self-love, I guess, right? Descendant's weekend event is now live. Boost applied infiltration operations. Oh, fuck, I didn't mean to do that. Cancel. Start private. There we go. I got distracted by the message. But I might end up hanging out with a special someone later. I mean, so like Diablo, he's gonna be like, yo, you're telling everybody, but it's fine. Diablo let me know he liked me. I was surprised. I was taken aback. He's known me for about 2 years, he said. I'm like, really? It's been that long? I feel so bad. He even remembered the first time we met, and I couldn't. And I felt so bad, you know? Like, the first time we hung out. He's like, yeah, we hung out on Ground War. In COD. But I met him actually technically through Hero's stream, I guess. But I never expected anything, you know, more than friends. And I'm kind of still in that same, you know, thing because I've had issues. The other thing is, like, I point blank let him know too, like, you know, long distance doesn't work, you know, and I want him to find, you know, somebody close to him. I don't want to withhold anybody from their happiness, right? When they can have it, like, right where they're at. But I said to him, like, you know, it's okay, you know, if we flirt or whatever, like, there's no problem. If we're both you know, so as long, you know, as long as we're both single, there's no problem with it. So I don't want to hurt anybody else, you know. But, yeah, it's kind of a messed up situation because we live at distance from one another, and the age difference, you know. So there's many factors that are at play. But I think there's nothing wrong with flirting, you know what I mean? That's fine. You can. Again, as long as both parties are single and they're not involved with anybody else. But if they're involved with somebody else, then yeah, that's really bad. But like I said to him, like, I want to be honest with you, like, I don't want you getting I don't want to lead anybody on, right? Especially, I always said I can't do long distance ever again. After some of my experiences, like my experience with Lou, you know.
Don't hate me later.
That really crushed me. And so, like, if anybody's trying to, like, betray me, like, even with him, I'm cautious. Like, I'm like, are you fucking around? Did somebody put you up to this? Like, you know, I don't believe you. It's like, when you, have been hurt, you become very super skeptical. Just think of any scenarios where you've been really hurt, right? Or burned. Once burned, twice shy. Like, yeah. So, I'm kind of just like, it's okay to flirt and stuff, but I don't want to lead you on, you know what I mean? And it's not fair because of the distance and the age, I think, like, yeah.
Operation completed. Awaiting transfer to transport.
As long as he knows that, you know, and he does. I was, you know, very transparent. I was transparent about some of my past with him too, and he's okay with everything. But like, even when he did say lately, I think I love you or whatever, I'm just like, you need to sit down for a sec and just rethink that. You haven't met me. I'm flattered. I'm very flattered, but you haven't met me to really know me. Like, you know what I mean? So you're in love with the idea of me, but are you really in love with me? Like, maybe if you met me in person, you'd be like, oh, you know. So that's where I'm like, yeah, you gotta rethink that. But I'm so flattered because being honest with you all, I never felt I was lovable. I've got like a really hard exterior to me, like a really tough shell. It's hard to crack it. But I'm like, I have Venus and Scorpio in my astrology chart, and one thing I can tell you is, especially in matters of love, never betray a Venus and Scorpio, because we have a stinger just like a Scorpio does. And if you know anything about Scorpios, they are super vengeful. They will fucking give you a deadly sting. That'll probably stay with you for a lifetime, you know? So it's like different little things. I'm like, are you sure? You know, you might not want to play with fire. It's like, it reminds me of that song, it's so good, by Katy Perry, Dark Horse. It goes something like, are you sure you want to play with magic? You should know what you're falling for, like, or something like that. Like, you know. That, and she's a Scorpio, so that just shows you, like, what the Scorpio energy is like, you know. Venus and Scorpio, yeah. Don't fuck around with them. Or any Scorpio. But it's nice. So, like, this year we're saying, like, we're each other's Valentine, right? So, that's pretty cool. But, like I said, I don't want to lead anybody on, and I was very transparent and honest with him about that, and I actually said that to him. But, yeah, like... even for us to get to that point, like, I don't just meet guys and go, oh, okay, I like you, and let's hook up or whatever. No, I'm not like that. I'm super conservative. I tell everybody that. Like, I have a, you know, kinky side or whatever to me too, but that only comes out with people that, like, I'm in a relationship with, you know, or, yeah. I don't just I can be flirtatious, but I'm cautious. So like even people that show any remote interest in me, I'm like, like even lately there's a guy, I just met him on COD, first day, and he was hitting on me and calling me his girlfriend. The first day I met him, I'm like, dude, that is way too fast. Like, look, it took Diablo like 2 years. Like, the first day, I'm like, what the hell? So I'm like, yeah, like just yeah. A lot of in my experience, a lot of players tend to like me, and then I get burned, and so I'm just like, no, I'll wait for the right thing. Even if you get lonely, it's worth waiting for the right thing, you know what I mean?
Oh my!
Mission complete. Transport inbound. See you soon.
That's my belief. Like, I'll flirt with people, and, you know, just, you know. But, see, like, the thing is, like, when you're single, there's no problem with that, you know what I mean? You're single. But, like, once you get into a relationship with somebody, and, like, a marriage for sure, you have to cut that shit off. You can't do it anymore, you know what I mean? I believe in loyalty, but I think honestly some people, because the way I, you know, talk and joke around and kind of sometimes have a dirty, crude mouth or whatever, they think I'm a slut or a whore or whatever they want to think. Let them think what they want to think, but at the end of the day, no. Nope, nope, nope. Because if I was, I would have actually done something in person with somebody. Do you know what I'm saying? And I haven't. As God is my witness, I haven't. So. But, I mean, you dudes, you guys flirt all the time with women, and there's no problem. So why can't women, you know, when they're getting flirted with, why can't, as long as they're single, why can't they flirt too? You know, there's no shame in it. Because literally, I'll have guys, like, say, you know, they'll just, like, randomly flirt with me or make a joke, and I'll joke back or whatever, right? And I'll literally have guys, like, getting angry. Almost like they think I'm already, and this is not directed at Diablo, but other people, I'm not going to name names, they'll get angry, like, they think I'm already in a relationship with them. And how dare you make a joke with that guy in that kind of tone, or you know what I mean? I'm like, dude, I'm single. Should get a freaking t-shirt that says females are allowed to flirt too. But then that would attract some weird attention. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. As long as you're single. So anyways, case in point, I thought it was cute. So if you see clips at times, you know, Diablo and I at times will flirt with one another. I don't like that name though. I feel like I'm flirting with the devil with that name, you know? And like my one ex went by the name Lucifer. So I'm like, flirting with the devil, not good. Playing with fire, you're gonna get burned. You know, so that's why I'm just like, I hope that you're not the same way. I want to actually call him by his real name instead. But... anyway. Uh-oh. See, I have trouble with that. You have to aim like down.
Beginning target selection. There's no escape. Terminating. Eliminating. Terminating. Subduing the target. Subduing the target.
Oh my god, it's so hard. I aim it so high. It's so tough. I try to like aim down. I still need to get used to that. Kind of a pain in the ass. You better stop swinging that sword at me, or I'll shove it up your ass. And believe me, you don't want me to do that, as kinky as that sounds.
You can't escape.
Oh, yeah, that was a better one.
Subduing the target. Exterminating. Subduing the target. Beginning neutralization.
That was 4 million there. And mill.
Loading.
Okay, and one more time. Fuck, my feet are so itchy. I have to put like lotion on them. Special foot cream. So I think after I finish playing this one, I'll probably call it. I still have probably quite a bit of time though on my timer, but there's just nothing else for me to do. The only thing would be to get a Eugen built, but that's still that has to wait. So right. So one more time. I don't even really need to play this, but you get some mystery coins or whatever that you can spend in the one area in Albion, like that has like your own private headquarters. I forget what they call it.
Beginning target neutralization.
Damn, everything's dead before I can even get to it, boys.
Subduing the target.
Oh shit. See, I still suck at that.
Target acquired. Eliminating.
I wonder what I'm doing wrong as far as that goes.
Subduing the target. Subduing the target. Subduing the target.
Got some good damage here. This team.
Target acquired.
Oh fuck. See, I can't do it. It's so funny.
Approaching. approaching. Target acquired. Target confirmed.
I think this is the final area.
Target confirmed. Acquired. Loading.
All right. All done. So, I think I might hang out on here for a little bit longer, but give me 1 sec. All right. Let's see how much time we have on our timer. 48 of 60. I don't know. Almost 10 minutes. Let me just check a couple things out here. Assume bridge zone operation. Where the hell's that? On normal difficulty. Huh, I have to do a bunch of those. One day I should just get that knocked out, so I never have to really do it again. Let me see something else. Huh. Oh, there's that guy there. Yeah, I think I just don't. I don't feel in the mood to play anything else. See, like, this is the thing, is I need to get this last module. It says out in Axion, or available by combining modules, right? And then these ones...
Descendant, I've picked up a mutant material
are
formation signal in the skies
from
nearby.
Wall Crasher or what was the other one? Or Forbidden Sanctuary. Which is right here. So yeah, I'll have to play that one day. I'm not in the mood. I want to get over to Call of Duty because I got some stuff on different modes I gotta play and do. Unfortunately, I can't stream multiplayer though. Not from here. I don't know if upstairs I could, but I can't do that. But yeah, there's some weapon camos I need to grind for over there. But yeah, I still have time on the timer. So what I'm gonna do is just stay in Albion, knock out my timer that way, and then you know, finish my feet. Sounds funny. Finish working on my feet here, and then there we go. That's the right character. And then come back and stream some COD, whatever it is. But yeah. Alrighty. There's nothing else for me to really do. I'll have to look into Eugen builds for sure. And eventually spend a day getting him built up. And then, yeah, have a medic. He apparently does incredible damage, so I kind of want like a damage Eugen build and a healer Eugen build. Or maybe a bossing one or something, whatever. Like, you know, get some builds going on him at least. But it's like the people I relied on for build videos, like, aren't covering him, so, or didn't cover him, so I have to find, like, new people, and I don't know if I, you know, necessarily think investing in their particular builds would be good. Whereas, for example, Moxie, his builds are generally really good, and the majority of my builds are his, and they do me, you know, a good service. But yeah, like, I think he created a Dia build too. So, but the one I'm using right now is pretty decent. I just need to get used to my fourth when I go to deploy it, because I'll end up, when I go, it kind of locks me into this thing where sometimes if I'm not looking right or something, it will deploy it into the air or way off in the distance. Like, it's really screwed up. So that's something I'm still trying to learn how to manage, you know. But anywho, alright guys, I'll catch you around in a bit here. I have to still stay in Albion, I forgot. So I'll log back in and do that, and then I'll see you guys soon on Call of